life could be a dream if I could take you up in paradise up above. If you would tell me I'm the only one that you love, life could be a dream, sweetheart. Hello, hello again. Life could be a dream.
Guys, Kalina here with Royal. Welcome to today's video. Today's video is going to be a tutorial on the makeup look I'm wearing right now, which is this green smoky eye with a, wow, I'm really out of breath. But anyway, today's video is going to be a tutorial on the makeup look I'm wearing right now, which is this green smoky eye with a yellow gold inner corner. But it was really fun creating this look. I really like how it turned out. So if you if you want to see how to get this look, then just keep watching. Okay, so I pulled my hair back and I'm all moisturized and primed. I'm gonna use the L'Oreal Fresh Wear foundation today. So for concealer, I'm gonna use the Jouer concealer mixed with my Too Faced Born This Way. I've been loving this combo recently. And then for powder, I'm gonna use the Maybelline Fit Me loose powder. And then I have like a concoction of like different shades in here. This one says fair light, but I know it's like medium, I think. So I'm just gonna speed through this and then we'll jump into the eyes after. I was playing my music and I didn't tell you what I was doing for my brows. So I used the Iconic London eyebrow cushion. I've been really liking this since I got it in my BoxyCharm, and then I just set it with my Morphe eyebrow gel because this is the best eyebrow gel ever. But yeah, that's what I've been using for my brows. And now I'm gonna zoom you in so we can jump into the eyeshadow. Okay, so to start out, I'm gonna use the Morphe James Charles palette. I'm mostly going to focus on these two green shades right here. I have no idea what any of the names are because I don't have this lip anymore. But it's just this in the corner, this lightest green shade, just because in this palette there's two green shades. So I don't know what they're called. So I'm going to take that on a fluffy brush and then apply that in my crease. So I'm just going to start by tapping it in on the crease to get the shape of how I want it, and then I'm going to go ahead and blend it out. I really want this shade to be a little bit blown out just because it's going to be the starting color, and then we're going to darken it up underneath. So now that I have that all blended out, I'm going to jump into the shade right next to it, this like hunter green shade. It's also a matte shade. And I'm gonna blend that and focus it right in my actual crease, not my like transition area. And I'm just gonna use like wind shear water brushes and then blend that out. All blended, I'm gonna take another brush and I'm gonna dip into the black in the palette. Again, don't know what it's called. It's black, and then very lightly stamp it into the outer V, and then blend that out with the green again. So my camera cut out, but I took the black and I just lightly was dragging it through the crease a little bit, and then I took the green, the light green, and then just blended out the sides a little bit. So now I think I'm gonna cut the lid. I'm gonna do like a half cut crease, and then I'll come in with the green again and just like blend out that harsh line. have the concealer down, I'm going to take the dark green shade and the black shade and just mix them together. And then I'm just going to stamp side of that concealer. Just going back and forth a little bit just to make sure that harsh line is blended, because there's nothing worse than having a half cut crease and then having that harsh line. So I'm just going to take both those shades and just mix them and just stamp over that line. So after swatching all of my green shades, I think I'm gonna mix two of them together. The shimmer green shade from the James Charles palette, and then also from the Jaclyn Hill Dark Magic palette, the shade Trickery, that's right here. Just because this one's a little bit darker than the James Charles palette, has a little bit more gold in it, and this has a little more like dark green shimmers in it. So I'm gonna take this shade on a flat brush, and then I'm gonna wipe it down and apply it over the concealer, and then I'm gonna go over it with the James Charles palette shade. Okay, this is not coming off how it's swatched. It's a little bit more gray now than like a dark green. I don't know what happened. So really not sure what the heck just happened. It looks a bit more of like a dark blue gray shade than when I swatched it. So I'm gonna take my finger and I'm gonna go in with the James Charles palette color, and just kind of stamp that over top and see what that does, if it brings out a bit more green. Okay, now that's coming off yellow. I'm gonna take this shade from Juvia's Place, but it's like a neon green shade with some yellow in it. And I'm gonna, oh dear. Okay, so let's apply that on top. Let's see what happens with that. Okay, I'm gonna take that shade with my brush. Okay, so I like this a lot better than the other two shades. But now that that's on, I'm gonna take my little brush, my little fluffy brush again, and I'm just gonna stamp the green and the black on the outer corner just to blend out the glitter one more time. So now that that's blended out on the outer corner, I'm gonna take this fluffy angled brush with that dark green shade, and I'm gonna run it on my lower lash line. I really want it to be smoked out, so that's why I'm using this fluffy brush. If you don't want it to be smoked out, you can definitely use a smaller one. But I'm just gonna go in to the lower lash line with this and just connect it on the outer corner. So on the same brush, I just wiped it off. I'm gonna use the lighter green shade, just blend out that lower lash line. Out, I'm gonna deepen up the outer half of the lower lash line now, still taking the same brush that I used before on the outer corner up top, mixing that dark green and the black, and then I'm just gonna run that along the outer half. Now that's all blended out, I'm just gonna line upper and lower lash line with some black eyeshadow. I think eyeliner is just gonna be a little bit much for this look, because and now that's on, I'm gonna apply some eyeliner into my waterline and my tight line, just to help bring in like the smokiness of it all. This one's from the brand Essence, and this is their long-lasting eye pencil in black. That's it for the green eyeshadow. I really like how it's all come together. But I really want to do a pop of gold on the inner corner for like the pot of gold to go with the theme. So I'm going to take the Jaclyn Hill Armed and Gorgeous, but I'm going to take the shade Coin just right here. It's just gorgeous yellow. It has a little bit of a brown in it as well, but it is the most stunning gold, and especially you put it on the inner corner, blend it out, it looks really nice. So I'm gonna pop that right on the inner corner. For bronzer, I'm gonna go with my favorite. This is just a mini version of the Debutante from Morphe. I love this bronzer, so I'm just gonna take that on this fluffy angled brush. Blush, I wanted to go in with more of like a corally blush, so I'm gonna take this one from Cargo. I've had this one forever. This is in the shade, I don't know because it doesn't say anymore, but it's this nice peachy pink. So I'm gonna take that on an angled brush and just apply it to the apples of my cheeks and then blend that out to my hairline. So then for highlighter, I wanted to go into something gold but nothing like too yellow like this one, not to do anything crazy, but I'm gonna go in with the Artist Couture Diamond Glow Powder in Illuminati. This one's a nice gold with like a silver. I'm gonna take what's in the lid and just very lightly tap into that. Okay. And I'm gonna apply that where you normally apply highlight. See how like, oh. Go ahead and set my face using my Morphe setting spray that I used in the beginning. And then last but not least is lips, and I'm just gonna go in with a simple nude. This is my favorite. This is Verona from Ofra Cosmetics. So I'm just gonna apply that really quick. Alright guys, so that completes today's video. Don't forget to give it a thumbs up if you did like it, and subscribe if you haven't already Alright guys, so that is all for today's video. Don't forget to give it a thumbs up if you did like it and subscribe if you haven't already. But I will see you in my next video. Bye! We go get food. Go get sushi. I want sushi. I don't want sushi. I'm gonna get makeup on your shirt. It's already on my shirt.